If we will talk about great films with great storytelling, cinematography, lighting, special effects, sounds, we will be talking about Christopher Nolan's magic. Christopher Nolan, who is a screenwriter, director, and a producer of 5 Oscar-nominated films, 4 Golden Globe nominations, 5 British Academy Film Awards nominations, and more. He was born on the 30th of July 1970 in England. Nolan is known for his innovative, creative, and breathtaking films. He made his films starting from low-budget films achieving to the great successful film that became a worldwide hit. Christopher Nolan managed to cover more than one genre: science fiction and Inception and Interstellar, crime drama in Memento, the classic superhero in the great film The Dark Knight, and war in Dunkirk. And I guess we will see more in the coming years. Christopher Nolan's work explores existential, ethical, and epistemological themes. Furthermore, he likes to build solid stories, whether it be subconsciously or knowingly. He weaves intriguing ideas onto his film, most of which fall under 2 different categories: the fact of human nature and moral philosophical riddles. These ideas are tightly knit within the character development in the film. Nolan uses non-linear storytelling to let the viewers understand the story slowly and in a non-chronological narrative structure. As in Memento, the story has been cut into 2 timelines, the present and the past. Nolan's films show the aesthetic in every scene and details that would take us to another world. And it's all because of his magic touches in lights, shadows, creating his own world, building and representing characters. Nolan always pays attention to the small details and knew where to put his camera. As Inception, Dunkirk, and Dark Knight showed that each film includes certain dramatic lighting techniques and specific colors which clearly display Nolan's style. In The Dark Knight, we can see how Nolan plays the dramatic colors here, starting by a wide shot and covering everything with shadow, with the dark blue sky. This scene explained a lot. With only 2 colors, we also note that Nolan only depended on only the natural lights, which is the light of the foggy sky. Films by Christopher Nolan are interesting in perspective, not only how it works among the actors, but among the viewers and the audience. Efficient shot architecture shows the scene's emotions. What Nolan uniquely does is allow the frame to represent the frustrations of his characters, while making the audience feel like they are in the room right there. Take The Dark Knight as example. The shot striped and balanced nature shows the sadistic mentality of the Joker, but its closeness offers the cringe-worthy discomfort that the viewer must endure. Every part of the narrative world feels alive with the film's eye Christopher Nolan, including the frame itself. Christopher Nolan challenged the cinematic world by depending on the real and the practical effects, location, lights, and even costumes. That means he did never use green screens, digital manipulation, and it's hard to believe that he never used CGI in any of his films. For example, in Interstellar, Nolan built his own spaceship and built the Tesseract scene, which is a place with 5 dimensions that let the character Cooper be able to see the past, present, and the future with no gravity, because as we understand that he reached this place after entering the black hole. This scene was a visually aesthetic scene where the set was made physically. Nolan always preferred to use real materials to make the film he is working looks more real, and that's what makes Christopher Nolan's films are different and special, because they were made with effort, great work, creativity, and Nolan's imagination. Nolan once said that sound is as important as picture. And as we see and hear that sounds and music talks and shows that what the feelings will be if we can hear them. Sound design in Nolan's world is where you think that you are experiencing the scene with every detail in the real life. But if we review most of his films, we see that most of his films depended on time. The time here, we can hear it. As most of the films, we feel and hear that time is running, and that in every film that the time have the same meaning, the same feeling, the same sound, but the different here is what is happening that is playing with the audience and the viewers' perceptions. One of the most important parts in Christopher Nolan films that is supporting the storytelling are the sound and the music. Hans Zimmer music and songs covered most of Nolan's films, if we realized. And as everyone knows, Hans Zimmer have a different taste in music, which known as a genius composer. Mise-en-scène refers to anything that the director chooses to film and is a key way in which they can show the story. Every element of mise-en-scène is carefully chosen to communicate meaning, and mise-en-scène work among with other micro-elements of film language to communicate an over idea representation which helps tell the story of the film. That consistently also extend to the immediately recognizable look of Nolan's films on the scene every one of his movies. Nolan's films are depending around mystery because it provides entertainment and keeps the viewer interested. He follows a lot of tips in his films, like extra timelines, allow you to slowly introduce context that adds new layers to the story and build resolution. So it is easier to track alternating timelines while also being alternated. When I heard to the quotes from Nolan interviews, he mentions how interacting is also a useful way to avoid coverage gaps. The other way Nolan uses interacting is in his montage sequence. Take a look at how Nolan actually reinvents the montage in his endings to focus emotional catharsis and express film.